Okay, hello everybody. I'm Colette and this is Catherine. And we're going to share with you what we co-teach in the business school, which is the LIFE module. So the LIFE module itself, learning innovation for enterprise. So this is an introductory business module focused on enterprise and innovation. And we deliver it to all of the first years in the business school, which is about 800 first years, and they are taking part in 11 different undergraduate programs in the school, ranging from accounting, marketing, general business, etc. It's a 10 credit module, and we deliver it over the course of the full year, and we deliver it in person. It's a triple delivery. We deliver it 3 times to about 270 students in each lecture, and we co-teach, myself and Catherine. So it's in place since 2019, 2020. So the challenges when this was being designed and the ongoing challenges, 3 things. First of all, it was really around our teaching pedagogy is around enterprise education. So this is very similar to what we've heard already today around action-oriented research and challenge-based learning. I suppose it puts forward that enterprise and innovation are skills that all students need, not just business students, all students that we're preparing for their careers in diverse workforces and indeed as responsible citizens in the community. The other challenge was to integrate the competencies of the EU Entrecomp framework, and it's EU policy to invest resources in enterprise and innovation in people across the EU community and to integrate it into our programs, very similar to some of the transversal skills that you would be familiar with. And of course, the third and final challenge is all situated in the context of a large classroom, hopefully not an empty one like we have up there, but a large classroom, and to engage students. So the pedagogical approach is very much grounded in challenge-based learning, and you'll be familiar with this format around engagement, investigation, and action, very much action-orientated research. So the way we've structured the module, and would reiterate the earlier presenter around being in a large module like this, being very clear on the Moodle or Loop page around the structure of the module, we have divided it into 4 sections over the course of the 2 semesters, and we have defined it for a way for students to remember. We follow what we introduce them to as the BOSS model. So the 4 sections are: we look at big business, we look at own enterprise or entrepreneurship, we look at small business, family business, and we finish up with social enterprise. So we co-teach, each of us takes 2 of these. So I take the first one. We start with own business as a nice introduction for first years in their first few weeks of the semester. So I'm a psychologist by background, and we very much focus on the entrepreneurial mindset and the mindset that students need to have to be innovative and to be entrepreneurial. We get them to do self-assessments on some of these skills that they need. So skills like being achievement orientated, being hardworking and industrious, having passion for what you do, and being taking control of things, being a leader, and being creative. Their assignment for this, we give them a challenge, which I'll talk about on the next slide, but their assignment then, their first assignment, is a reflective learning portfolio. It's their introduction to the whole area of critical reflection, their introduction to the use of our portfolio system, the Loop Reflect system. We bring the teaching enhancement unit actually into the classroom for one of the lectures. We've done that in the last few years. Thanks to Rob and colleagues for doing that. It's proved very effective in getting them used to critical reflection and the use of the system. So in terms of the challenge we set them then, so we set them what's called an entrepreneurial challenge over a week of the semester, and we set them daily challenges for each entrepreneurial trait that they have self-assessed themselves on. So these range from, for example, the first one is around achievement orientation. So these challenges, we give them some ideas, so they can range from very simple things like, set a goal for the next year and make a plan for that. Or it can be things like make time for something that you have been neglecting over the course of your studies or the first few weeks. And we go on like that for the week, very much directing them on each of these things. A very popular one is avoid social media for a day and see how that increases your industriousness. Think about things you're passionate about. What do you want in life? Why have you chosen this course? What do you want to do? And so on and so forth for the three. So it's very important that we don't want everybody to be entrepreneurs, but we want everybody to understand the traits that might make them suitable to a career in entrepreneurship, or even if they don't want to be an entrepreneur, that they understand what's there and how some of these traits apply to any aspect of life. So that's their first introduction for the first few weeks. And now I'll hand over to Catherine for the next section, which is big business corporate.
Thanks, Colette. Hello, everyone. So the second section of the module is big business or large corporate enterprise, and I teach this section of the module, which is delivered during the second half of the first semester of the students' time with us in the business school in first year. So this particular section looks at entrepreneurship, so looking at how large corporate established organizations apply entrepreneurial mindsets and thinking within their organization. So for this section of the module, we utilize design thinking techniques similar to the techniques outlined by Peter earlier in his presentation, whereby our students work in teams to tackle a real life challenge faced by a company. So we partner, so this year we partnered with Applegreen, which is, I'm sure most people here are familiar with Applegreen, which is an Irish-owned large service station operating right across Ireland, the UK and the US. The managing director of Applegreen is an alum of DC Business School, so she comes in and shares her experience with the students in leading a large corporate organization. The company then set a challenge for our students, so an innovation challenge that the company is currently facing. And as part of the assessment for the students, they are required to work in teams of 4 to 5 students to better understand the challenge set by the company, and to go out and visit Applegreen stores across Ireland, interview customers, get a better understanding of the particular challenge set and come up with an innovative solution for the company. So it's fantastic. The students really enjoy this aspect of the module. It's a real life challenge. This year's challenge focused on AI and how the company can integrate AI into how they operate their business. In terms, I suppose, of some of the challenges dealing with large cohorts and the innovative pedagogy element of this, as Colette mentioned, this is a triple delivery. So we deliver the same content to 3 different groups of students each week. For someone like the managing director of Applegreen, we can't have her coming in 3 times during the week. So what we do is we do a hybrid session. So we have about 270 students in person, and then the remaining students are streaming the class live on Zoom. So in order to decide which students attend in person versus online, as it's a very popular class, the students want to be there in person, we operate an online booking system through Loop, where the students have to book their seat to attend the class. So this year, all 270 seats booked up in 28 minutes. So we actually nearly crashed the Loop page. So very popular for a 9 a.m. lecture. It was great to see it. So
Just 2 minutes.
Oh, so then in terms of the students then present their solution then to the company. The third element of the module looks at SME and family-owned businesses. A large cohort of our students come from business-owning families right across Ireland. We work very closely with the National Centre for Family Business in relation to this aspect, and we run a live case study series where we bring in family businesses from across Ireland to share their experiences of owning and running a family-owned business. So I'll pass it over to Colette now.
Okay, very quickly,
Sorry.
just the final element of the module, we focus on social enterprise. And it's sort of the culmination of everything. We run a social innovation hackathon for all the students. So what we do is we bring in speakers who are working in social enterprises. So types of, they're not charities, they are focused on profit, but self-sustaining and focused on societal challenges or things for the good of the community. So we bring in speakers, we set them some goals, we pick a theme every year. The last couple of years, we've picked the theme of the circular economy and focused on the sustainable development goals associated with ideas. They work on ideas in a hackathon. We run it in the student building, in the Solace room. It's a half day. We run it in cohorts of about 150 students. Myself and Catherine have to host 6 half days or 3 full days on this. It's a very exciting event. We've sponsorship from Deloitte for the last few years, so we have goodie bags and prizes, and we bring together the entire module and the ideas, responsible business, social enterprise, sustainability, etc., into the final module. In terms of now what, Catherine, I'll let you do the last slide.
Yeah, so as Colette mentioned, the module, we first introduced this module back in 2019, 2020, and we've made several tweaks to the module since then. Thankfully, we have received very strong feedback from our students, from employers. We've been fortunate to receive numerous international awards for the innovative pedagogy that we employ within the module. In terms of, I suppose, challenges, so engagement with business enterprise, so in terms of, as Colette said, organising guest speakers and to do with the hackathon, the mentors and different sponsors for the module. This definitely, in terms of workload, etc., has implications there. As Colette mentioned earlier, the skills that our students develop as part of this module in terms of the enterprise skills, teamwork, communication skills, etc., are relevant, not just in a business context, but definitely, across various faculties and disciplines, I'm sure, that are here today. So that's, I suppose, the whistle-stop tour of our module, and we'd be delighted to hear any feedback and answer any questions afterwards. Thank you.